Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Kenley and I hope you're all doing well. So, got a bit of a different video to show you today. About, just bear with me, about something called a planisphere, which was used not so long ago in history, but you know, far enough back to say that near enough, you know, your average person these days has not used one or even seen one in the flesh, most likely. Obviously I could be wrong, I'm not stating it's a fact. Anyway, that being said, feast your eyes on this. So,
details. These are the zodiac stars, and on the outside, this is the clock. This is just the actual physical thing, which is this.
Got army.
Okay, it's because it's two pieces. So this is the inside. This right here is a azimuthal equidistant map, the Gleason's map, and check this out. You want to see
look how messy my bed looks. I've not even made my bed.
And this works, right? So we know for a fact you can set the dial and go outside and look, and these are the stars you're going to see forever. This was like 100 years ago, and it works, and it would have worked 1,000 years ago, and it'll work 1,000 years from now. And all you do is you set the dial, and all these stars, you spin it around. And what did he use to create this? Let's see, patent citations. Number one, the 1893 Alexander Gleason map. This is what he used. This is the Gleason's map. Okay, so this is what he used to create the planisphere using this, what we call a flat earth map, azimuthal equidistant map. And people say, where's your map? Where's your map? Why doesn't your map work? Well, it does. It does. Works in the sky. Works for travel. Okay, it does work. So check this out. All right, so let's examine this real quick. This is the Gleason's map. This is a
that's the only map I'd be interested in.
Most people have seen this, but I'm going to show this somebody that may have never seen this before. I just want to kind of recap as to what this map is and what it entails. So this Alexander Gleason created this map in the late 1800s, and it's an accurate representation of a projection from the North Pole. So the center here would be the North Pole. It's interesting to note that all compasses point towards the north. If you're standing in the United States and you're pointing your compass, you have to hold it flat so that the dial will spin around. Anybody who's used a compass knows that, and that points towards the north, which is in the center, which is level, horizontal plane, flat in that direction, if that's north, right? If you're standing on the equator on a globe, check this out. If you're standing on the equator, the North Pole is like through the Earth. So you would be looking, you're pointing your compass at like a 45-degree angle into the Earth. So the compass wouldn't work because the compass has to be flat so the dial will spin freely. Everyone knows this. So that itself points it out, which is cool. So
everybody should know this.
The sun travels in a clockwise
but they don't give it much thought.
And it goes around this circuit every day, just what the Bible says, that the greater light and the lesser light travels in its circuit and comes back around next day. And the outer area is white here is the shoreline of Antarctica. The outer perimeter, you can see the numbers of the clock. There's I have a video you should check out called Tour of Flatearth Park. I just put out in my video section in Sydney, Australia. The Freemasons built a park with a pond full of water. Has this exact map. There's an obelisk in the middle, and there is a building with a pyramid on top to represent the Freemasons, and a square on the inside on the wall to represent the Freemasons. And they have a clock inside the building of this, and you can set the dial exactly where the sun would be.
It's about time we all wake the flock up.
And there's a big dome which represents the firmament inside the building.
For fuck's sake.
And it has the zodiacs and it has the stars in the firmament. So these Freemasons, which again run the United Nations, which when I showed you the 33 symbolism in the United Nations logo. And interestingly enough, the Darling Park is on the 33rd degree latitude, which I would tend to think they built it there on purpose. And half a mile from there is the Grand Lodge of the Scottish Rite of the Freemasons, literally a half a mile. So these guys are all over it. They know exactly what they're doing, and they're the ones hiding this from us. So you have all these little details, but I don't want to get too far.
I sit about doing nothing all day, researching about the world that I live in. How else am I meant to be a mum?
Every day,
if I just keep spouting shit off that I don't really know
down here shows
to be a
the winter
fact.
solstice and the summer solstice, and this is kind of the way the light shines.
So I don't.
Because there's a firmament, there's some kind of a dome or some kind of a structure that contains the air. So we have a pressurized air system because otherwise the air would
just fly
off
a narrow path.
Space, that's basic natural law.
Many a chord.
Gravity is just silly to think that it's going to hold the air to the earth against an absolute vacuum. It's just the goofiest thing ever. We just never think about it. We say, oh, gravity, hold it down, right? It's just
somebody's cue just to try and have a little dig now about my past. Hello.
Sun goes
it's the past, Joe.
This is what
I left that bitch behind.
The planisphere.
This is now. This is me now.
And
I'm here now.
These are the stars that you can see. Because
not yesterday.
If you're standing in
not tomorrow.
In California, and you're anywhere near the 30 degree latitude, which is kind of would be visible, you can look, and that would be your field of view. So let's say it's going to be an area about this big is what you're going to see. And then if you turn the dial to, if you're looking at midnight, then midnight for these guys over in Australia, in Perth, let's say, they set their dial, and now the stars have rotated around, and now they're over in this area. And then you come back around, and let's say you're over in Africa.
I wish.
And it'd be like the next day. They can set their planisphere to this window on the next day or whatever time it is for them at nighttime. And they're over here in South Africa, and they can see these stars. Okay? Because the stars are rotating around. And that is the way it actually works. Isn't that amazing? So simple. It's so simple, and it's so beautiful.
Yes.
It's just the coolest thing ever.
It is.
And this is the center, this is the North Pole.
For fuck's sake.
No South Pole. If there was a big ball, a big sphere.
You need to open your real eyes and realise the real lies that are being fed to as children. Us, if we consume them. And why should I care? I've got a child. Anybody who has got children.
There's so much to this.
How irresponsible. If you don't really give a shit about the world we live in. I mean, really? Do these people exist?
Actual analysis and actual critical thinking, creating and understanding what this model really is. But the model we've been presented is an absolute fraud, an absolute lie, and the educational system has gone along with it because they just go along with what they're told. They never think about it, and they're mocked. And you